All right, all right, all right. I am 5 minutes late. Your girl ain't never been late, but I'll tell you guys, I've been feeling too good. So I want to start by saying good morning and happy Friday to you all, okay? So good morning and happy Friday. Hey, Nay Nay. You know what? I needed to tell you that you're actually in the book. Not your story, but I did use your name as a character in case you didn't know. So, yes, Nene, that is you. Hey, good morning, Roz. Good morning. Today, like I said, I apologize for being late, kind of like, not feeling well. So, keep a sister lifted up, all right? But I had to be here for you. All right. Today's topic is habits of people who build extraordinary relationships, because we have a lot of people who are dealing with certain things. Now, no shade. I don't want to say that you're dealing with things because people ain't trying to be booed up, even though I told you they're trying to be booed up because it's cold out. But then like during the holiday, they're going to be saying bye-bye and meeting people because they're going to be trying to jack y'all for y'all income tax. You know, it's a holiday season. They want a Christmas gift. You thinking that you're loving the person, and then bam, they get you. What's up, Al? What's up? I want to tell you guys, first of all, you know that it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I lost a good friend to breast cancer. Real quick, I don't want to be all on the sad stuff, so we're not going to do that. We're just going to give it to you. I'm going to go and lay myself down so I can feel good. All right. One time we were riding up to Cleveland. We were younger, riding up to Cleveland, going to the flats. And I remember her saying that, her chest hurt. So when she said that her chest hurt, I was like, you want me to drive? That's some young stuff. You want me to drive? And I'm thinking like heart attack. I was like, you about to have a heart attack? And she said, no, she was like, it just hurt or whatever. So then probably like months went by and she never got it looked at. And then finally, I was like, you still talking about your chest hurt? You need to get that checked out. But she didn't have insurance. So that was her main thing. And then she started a new job. And when she was starting this new job, she said, well, I have to wait 90 days. I was like, you got to get it done. She ended up moving out of state. And then when she moved out of state, we communicating. And she's like, I'm going to get that checked out. I said, what? You haven't got it checked out? Now it's like 2 years in. And then finally, when she got insurance, she got it checked out. And then she called me on the phone and she said, Mel, I got a question for you. I said, what? She was like, I just got, I'm going to get it checked out. And this was fast forward over the weekend. She calls me. She said, what does that mean that they called me at work and told me I need to come back in? I said, that means that somebody needs to drive you. In my heart of hearts, I already knew what it was for them to call that fast. And they drove her, they diagnosed her, and then she died soon after. So my message to you this morning is please get checked out. Even if you don't have insurance or anything, just get checked out. I wanted to make sure everything was accurate, but I want to tell you some key factors real quick that plays a role and what statistics had, meaning the odds of it. So you find out how old you are. From in your 30s, there's a chance of 1 in 233. In your 40s, it's a chance of 1 in 69. Now it was last year 1 in 70, but they went down a point, okay? And in your 50s, it's 1 in 30. 1 in 38 to be exact. So the older you get, it's you're more at risk. However, during that time, she was, we were in the 1 in 233, or it probably was less. Yeah, she was over 30. But so get your people checked. Fellas, do me a favor, check your girl, you know what I'm saying? She laying down, y'all about to get it on. Check her, because I'm sure that you will know more than she would know, honestly, because we're so used to carrying them all the time. You'll notice the difference. So good morning, Jacqueline. So please, please, please check your girls. Now let's talk about what's going on with the 9 habits of people who build extraordinary relationships. So if you want to be a good friend to somebody, or you want to be a good mate to somebody, this is what you need to do. You need to take the hit. What does that mean? Is if somebody decides that they have an attitude or something, don't get ready to give them rebuttal. Don't get upset and say, I'm trying to be still because y'all know I talk with my hands. Don't get ready to give rebuttal all the time. If they get upset, just kind of listen to them, okay? Take the hit and be like, all right. I'm not saying all the time because you don't want to be in an abusive relationship. But I'm saying, like, if they're they're sitting there and they say that there's an issue or it's your fault. You don't always have to have rebuttal. Okay. Step in without being asked. If people are going through certain situations, don't just sit there and wait for them to ask you, because that's really not being a good friend. Just step in and say, okay. Now, I'm not saying all the time. These are some things that you could do to help build your relationship and be an extraordinary friend. Answer the questions. Okay. Answer the questions that are not asked. Answer the questions that are not asked, where, especially like with where's a relationship is concerned. All right. So what you want to do, people, it's almost like somebody want to ask you a question and they don't want to just go ahead and just say, hey, I need your help. Just ask them. Be there for them. Okay. Be there for them. That's really important. Like I said, I apologize to you guys that I wasn't here exactly at 7. They gave me some new medicine. Good morning, Marlo. They gave me some new medicine. I was out. I'm like, I'm trying to get there. I can't believe I was overslept. Actually, I didn't oversleep, but I miss you guys. All right. Know when to dial back. Outgoing and correct, charismatic people usually are fun. And sometimes you could be overbearing. And that person is not, good morning, Shell, and is not ready for all of that. Just kind of know when they're going through. Don't like force yourself on somebody and just like, hey, like me. They ain't really feeling that. Okay. So you want to make sure that you're a good friend. And even though you're feeling good, you don't want to just like force yourself on somebody and think that they're supposed to be feeling good too. So you want to make sure that you are a good friend. So know when to dial back too. Good morning, Brandy. And listen, prove that you think of others instead of yourself. That's another tip that I want to give. Prove that you think of others instead of just yourself. Now, you know, I always say it's all about you. If you're not happy, nobody else is happy. But in being an extraordinary friend, you need to make sure that you think of others first, especially when they're going through situations. Okay. Also, this is being a good friend. Whether y'all like it or not, I posted it earlier this week. There is a difference between keeping it real and being negative. All right. There's a difference between those two, and you got to know that. Okay. Now, what you want to do, you got to talk to your friend. You have to talk to your friend when you know or realize that, hey, guess what? You ain't acting right. What's up with you? You're able to ask that question. What's going on? Especially if you want to remain friends. So you want to keep it real. And that keeping it real, again, is not being negative. So you have to know the difference. Now, if you're being negative and you always got something to say about somebody that's supposed to be your friend, then guess what? You need to like remove yourself. And you don't like that person. So go ahead and just end the friendship. There I go talking with my hands again. But you want to make sure, in order to be an extraordinary friend, like I said, extraordinary. That's the word for the day, like Sesame Street, okay? Extraordinary. You want to make sure that you keep it real with them. All right? You tell them if you see something off, like, come here. I ain't gonna tell you what my friends did to me, and I know they're watching. Some of them, they'll be here shortly, where I decided to put some lashes on real quick. And I put these lashes on, and I'm at the party, and I forgot I had these lashes on, so I go and I wipe my eye. Don't even know, but my homeboy, who was my real friend, shout out to you, Big Vern. The eyelash was up here. Walking around talking to people. Hey, how y'all doing? Up here, eyelash right there. Sitting at the table with my homegirls. I said, oh, y'all, okay. So y'all ain't want to tell me what happened. And he kept pointing. He was like, Mel, look, Mel. I was like, what? He was like, and then he leaned. He was like, your eyelash is up top. I had the strips on too. Went back to the table. I said, oh, that's how y'all gonna play me. They was like, girl, we ain't even see it. Yeah, okay, all three of y'all ain't see it. Y'all got me around here talking to people looking crazy. So anyway, keep it real. Let your girl know. If she ain't looking good, and if he ain't looking good, tell them. Let them know. That ain't a good look for you. Okay, you want to, listen, give consistently. And you don't have to just give material things consistently to be a good friend, because, you know, they'll use you. But you want to give of yourself, okay? And receive occasionally. Even though with the little kids say for Christmas, I like to give, not to receive. It's better to give than to receive. I understand that now as an adult, but I didn't as a kid. But in order to be a good friend, when somebody is going through and you see that they're going through, because if you're truly their friend, you're watching their behaviors. Go ahead and get them something small. Just get them a gift. trust me, that little gift goes a long way, and you probably just uplifted their whole entire week because you don't know everything that's going on. Now, being an extraordinary friend doesn't have anything to do with them being an extraordinary friend to you, because every best friend has a best friend. My mama taught me that a long time ago, okay? And you got to understand that just because, good morning, Jeanette, just because you feel as though that it's not being reciprocated, the friendship, does not mean that they don't value your friendship or that you're not friends. They may be going through something and they're not telling you everything. That's why I brought up every friend has a good friend. They're not telling you everything, and they may be going through something really, really serious at home, at the workplace, whatever. So pay attention. Good morning, cousin Lynette in the building. I'm sorry I'm late, Lynette, and I know you usually come on right at 7. Also, value the message by always valuing the messenger. That's what you're positive people, okay? Because what they say, somebody will carry a bone or take a bone or some other stuff like that. See, I don't get into all that like that. But remember this, the person that brings something to you, especially if it's positive to you, value them. Make sure it's positive. Not even, especially if. Make sure it is positive. And if they kind of like whisper something in your ear and they say, hey, you know, they were talking great about you and blah, 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 blah. Oh, yeah, they really enjoy you, because you may think that somebody doesn't enjoy you and they really do. Or somebody doesn't like you, or your boss, you're like, oh, yeah, I don't know why they treat me that way. Be that coworker. If you know something different and somebody at the workplace, a coworker, is feeling down about somebody and thinking they don't like them, if you know otherwise, you just whisper that into their ear. It's okay to tell them. Like, you know what? Well, that's not the case. They really like you, because saying nothing is approval. Get that from one of my homegirls too, from her mother. I be listening to them parents, okay? So listen to them parents, because they be having it. But if you see that, be that person to make somebody else feel better. You know what I'm saying? Be that person to make someone else feel better. Don't just sit there and if they thinking down about the situation. I'm glad you're able to tune in too, Missy. Be in a situation and then have them feel down for another 8 hours, and you already know that it's a miscommunication issue, you know, so to speak, or you know that they really like the person and it's not that they dislike you. Be that problem solver. Be that person. All right. All right. Now I want you to start small and be okay with that. Like when you're approaching somebody, don't be like, oh, girl, you can tell me all your secrets. Hell, we know Miss Bernice. Don't, if y'all watch the play on How the Wife Becomes the Other Woman. Oh, girl, I tell all your secrets. I won't tell you. She really don't tell you all your secrets. But just like, I keep your secrets. When you had that nosy person that asks all your personal business, listen, be leery of that person. Especially when you first meet them. And then they want to hop on and be your friend on Facebook. Girl, you just started this job. Watch that person. But to be an extraordinary friend, just start small, scale back, and just kind of watch a little bit. And then show them the way to go, okay? And in this particular situation right here, I'm speaking on the coworker. But even just out in public, if you like somebody, if you see somebody, look up, hey, how you doing? I want you to be an extraordinary friend if you're going to be an extraordinary friend, okay? If you're going to be a friend, be extraordinary. You don't want to just sit there and just be the mediocre. And those are called, the mediocre people or friendships are associates, so don't get it mixed up. Those are people that you see, you know what I'm saying? You're like, oh, hey, how you doing? But y'all not kicking it, y'all not breaking bread together. But if you see somebody, if you could just reach out today, next week, if you could just reach out and just say, hey, how you doing? If you see somebody down, grab them a gift. If you at work and you got a little gift shop or something like that, them gift shops be expensive. But just go grab a little something. Say, hey, I was thinking about you today. Don't forget to be awesome. Something like that. Have a good day on purpose. Say something encouraging and uplifting, especially when you see that people are dealing with situations. How do you know that they want you to approach them? Listen, you see somebody staring off at the lunch table. You don't want to disturb their peace because they're dealing with a situation, or they might be figuring out their next step, because I'm always ahead of the game, okay? But when they come out of it, the zone, the trance that they're in, just make sure that you say, hey, and acknowledge them and let them know, I see you. And getting them a little gift, getting them a card, anything like that, that helps. That helps get them through to probably the next day, the next week, like I was asking you to do. So reach out. You ain't got to touch nobody because people don't like being touched these days. But reach out, say hi, acknowledge the person, and let them know that they are important and it's okay to be you. I'm getting up out of here. I'm so sorry I'm late. Like I said, thank you guys for tuning in. And I was trying to give you some tips on how to be extraordinary, because that's important. All right. Don't be ready to argue all the time. They might be having a good day. It's all good. Thanks again. Find you, embrace you. Most importantly, always, always love you. Until next week, people. Big Inspire right here at 7 a.m. That's the plan. I can't believe I did that today. That is the plan. So make sure you guys hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, all that stuff at Shop Talk with Mel. Google Shop Talk with Mel. Google Shop Talk with Mel. Then the website and all that stuff will come up. Okay. All right. Again, I love you guys for listening. Be cool. Be happy. Be happy it's Friday. If you don't have no plans for the weekend, that's cool too. Because guess what? I got plans, but I'm trying to get to them. But sometimes I fall asleep on them. All right. So don't charge it to the heart, because I don't mean anything by it. So if I don't come to your event, sister tired, clearly. You know what I'm saying? All right. All right. So again, I love you guys for listening. You have no idea. This helps me. I hope it helps you. It helps me make sure I get up on time, right? To be on time is to be early. To be, what is it? Yeah. And to be on, to be on time is to be early. Yep. And to be on time is to be late. Something like that. I can't even remember. See, and I wrote it. Tired. So y'all keep me lifted up in prayer. I'm not saying I feel bad or anything. I just was a little under the weather, and that new medicine got me like out cold. All right. You guys have a great day. Don't forget to be spectacular. All right. Peace. See you next week. And log in and Shop Talk with your girl. blogtalkradio.com/Shop Talk with Mel. Then you can catch me from 12 to 4, star 94.7. Go to the website, 947-star.com if you are not in the area. I know I always have plans, Missy. I be trying. Holly, I'm here. I made it, but a little bit late. But I'm doing, all right? Feeling a little under the weather. This weather playing games. You know how Mother Nature, she bipolar. All right. All right, y'all, take it easy. And you know what? I got a message on my shirt. So this is for you guys. If you ride, turn the throttle, not the bottle. That's Dangerous Curves. All right. And we do, I don't know if you got some shirts left, but just remember, I love you for listening. Peace. For real this time. Okay. We're going to lay it down.